Hello everyone, this is the Super Week Maker, and today I decided to make a video about a request that I had on one of my videos. The request is from 05W and he requested two things. The first is I lose quite a few hairs on the floor when I pick them up after I finish my work. I put all the fallen hairs in a plastic bag and they all rest in a bunch like a bird's nest. I'd like to know if you have a trick to easily align from top to ends all the hair back together so that they all get in the same straight position as when the factory sent them to me. And the second request is that he used a German needle and then he wanted to get an Asian needle, but he cannot get a size 0 one, so I just told him to get to either Banbury and Posties or Hugo Royer because they seem to be the most professional sites to buy things. They are more expensive and they have shipping cost. But if you really want to get tools that will work and will be just fine, you better go there because the tools will last you forever. Now let's go back to. I'm sure you mean that, because when I made the chemotherapy wig for this lady in Denmark, I just discarded all the really short hair, or some hair that is like, you can see that this is a wide strand, or some strands that are so thick and they didn't even look like a human hair. This is nylon threading. Let me just get rid of it. And they all rest in here. Now we also have the beard return, the cat. There's not much we can do about them and they keep falling out of the bunch, but I'm pretty sure that this is exactly what you mean. Now there is a way to align fibers in general, and let me just show you a picture. This is a carding machine that I'm showing you, and it's used for taking wool or fleece or anything like animal hair to turn it into yarn and then just knit it into a sweater or something. Yeah, but these devices, they cost like $400 or $500, and I just think that they're so expensive. There are cheaper versions, the hand versions, and this is one. It's like huge paddle brushes, like the brush that I'm holding right now, but of course they're wider and they have teeth that are like this dense, like this little bristle plastic brush or something like that. And then repeatedly they just stretch the strands, trying to make them line all in the same direction. This is the first step, and then you have to make them Remy, which means that you need to have the root in the beginning and then the lines all the way back, and all the hair be like that. So this has two steps, and first of all, aligning the hair all in the same direction. Sorry, aligning the hair to be not fluffed up. It's not really difficult if you have these brushes here. It's gonna get like a hot mess right now. I don't know what's going to be better for now, but what you can do is just brush out some edges and then just take these edges out and place this. I have some seriously long hair in here. Let me just, yeah. And then position this, let me just see if I'm on focus here. And then position this into something that can contain them. And then you continue doing this same process and just grab the ends and pull this. And then place this here. This is gonna be approximately, I mean, it's not gonna be super nice and everything. You're just separating the strands from the fluffed bundle, and then you just put it there. Actually, it has, oh yeah, I have a huge nest here. I think it might have one more step than the two that I told you, but one of these steps might be kind of same to aligning the hair. So let me just pull some hair out of the bundle. I'm gonna make a little more here. Okay. So I think I just did a lot here just for the demonstration, so I think I'm gonna take the rest and put it back in the bag. It's like hot mess over here right now. It's gonna be a time-consuming process, so you might want to avoid having the hair in a huge nest in the first place. But if it's done, this is how they do it. At least this is how they do it in India. So how do you remify? Once you have the hair kind of aligned together, what you need to do is take a small slice of that hair, try to get them like kind of equal, you know, not shedding any strands or whatever. You can get rid of the really short strands. Now let me tell you something about hair. Healthy human hair, let me just take a normal strand, like this strand will do, has scales. The root is what has the scales going downwards. So what happens is that if you keep the hair in equal tension and you pull, this hand, you see that it's sliding actually, and I have an equal tension. Why does this hand slides easily and this doesn't? Because the scales go downwards. So I know that this hand is trying to get against the scales, so it they interlock with my skin, so it slides toward this way. See, I'm trying to back comb it with this, and this one is combing it correctly. So right now I found that this strand has the root up here and the end down here. This is how they do it in India, and they usually use you know, younger people like 12 or 14 years old, because they have tender fingers just like mine, because you know, through the labor they get like really hard hands when they get in 20s or 30s. So only the young children can do this job. I mean, look at that. You can very easily slide it over and over and over again. So you can't really run all this hair strand by strand. So what you can do is you take a small batch of hair, you spread it like that so they can all kind of touch your fingers, and then you just try to keep an equal tension in both hands and try to pull. Here's what, like about approximately these hair that stayed on this hand are having the roots up here and the tails down there, and the hair that remained on this hand have the roots up here and the tails down there. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna keep this hair into the right hand. Let me just straighten it a little bit like that. And now I'm gonna spread it again. Remember, I positioned all the supposed roots on the right hand and all the tails on the left hand. So I'm gonna run it one more time. And you can see that most of the strands stayed here. Some of them stayed here. So pretty much this hair might have slipped the first time. So I'm gonna keep doing this until pretty much all of the hair stay on the right hand. See? Like all the hair is here, and a couple of strands remain here. I don't know if these strands were not passed from the first test or for strange reason now they got different, but if I keep repeating this, like one strand and another strand, and pretty much this hair right now is Remy. And I can feel it. If I try to run it backwards, it gets a grip, and if I try to run it lowards, it just gets easier slided. So then you take all the hair that you have done, the previous one that I did when I was testing this, and you put it together. And then you maintain it somewhere, like here for example. And then you take your next batch here, this amount, and you try to keep all the hair kind of together. Just put it back there. And then you repeat. Spread it, grab it with your fingers, and then start sliding it. The first pull is what's going to get almost 50-50. Doesn't matter how it works. You put it here, you choose which hand is going to keep the roots every time you pull them and separate them approximately. And then you repeat the process again. See, most of the hair now comes here. Take this hair, put it here. and only these little strands remain here. This is a messy process, to be honest with you. It's not something that I would want to do, but this is how they're doing this, and I'm pretty sure that must be some kind of machinery that will be able to get an equal grip, like spread all this hair somewhere, clamp these two things, and then just pull it, and whatever stays here is the root, whatever stays here is the root, and then you just align them. So let me just put all this hair up here, and of course these are the roots, these are the ends. This hair is not usable like that, so let me just get rid of all this hair, and let me just get rid of this back in the bag. Let me just do this really fast here one more time. That was good. Putting them together. Repeating the process one more time. I'm not really being too careful right now because I really want to get some more. You can see that most of the hair are here right now. So even from the second pass, you can actually be like more sure that the hair that you're pulling is actually getting Remy. You are Remifying the hair. Keep pulling. No hair that remained on my left hand. So this hair is also Remy now. I mean, it could be not Remy. Of course, as I said, I'm not doing the best job right now. But what I'm doing, this is for demonstration purposes. Now this hair is approximately Remy, but you can see that you can't really have a thick base and then the feathered end. So let me just put all these back. Let's just put all this hair back. And now, while I have the roots on this side, I'm going to clamp it in a bristle brush clamping tool, carving brush or whatever. I'm going to put an elastic here, like that, and I'm going to open this up. It's better for you to work with straight hair, to be honest with you. So if this is curly, it's going to be so much more difficult. And what you do then is you just take this end and pull it and keep it in your hand. And then you take this end here and pull it and keep it in your hand. Then you take this end, pull it, keep it in your hand, pull it, pull, these are the roots, and we want them all to be one size, you know, aligned here like a blunt cut or something. And right now, as I said, I'm not doing the most delicate job because I just want to do it for demonstration purposes only. And if you really want this to be like super blunt cut, you can actually take this and cut off the excess. I mean, it's not necessary. And there you have, you just ramified the hair. You take a small elastic. I shouldn't have cut this, to be honest with you, because I lost a lot of hair, but I'm just telling you that this is what you want to get in the end. You could just pull this and just reposition it, and pull this and just reposition it until you have a good end result. Where are my rubber bands? There they are. And there you have it. Has multiple lengths in there. You could just club this according to length again. And of course you have to discard this. This hair is ready to use. You can even turn it into a weft by sewing it here. You can turn it into hair extension or whatever. This is full Remy, and I can feel it. I can feel that it flows very easily and nicely going downwards. So yeah, this is how you can do Remy the hair that it's fluffed up. And for the second question, I already told you, you really need to go to professional sites and get what you need. So thanks for watching and stay tuned for more videos.